Okay. They asked about 30,000 rupees, which my father said too much. No, cancel it. That's all. But after that guy who wanted a bike, now I have 7 bikes with me. One is 1958 Royal Enfield with me, 71 Javas with me. Still that person is there, still he is in the thirst. Whenever I feel like I drive the bike, I go for a drive. Whenever I go for a drive, I drive in my old places where I was a kid. So I always get that visual of that old Vijay is working there, that baby is there working. So I can imagine that. So I keep that person with me. So the same Ramachandran also like that still that guy is there, because that moment was so beautiful. How to say? When we see something, suppose very tasty food is there, the first 2-3 first 2-3 days it is yummy. Then you become used to it, right? That first 2-3 tastes only always there in your memory. Same way in life also, that first 2-3. In every place it is there. It is a love, the father beating you, failing your exams, making an accident, death, birthday, marriage, poverty, hungry, the initial moments. Those times, who you are, that is where who you are is there. In that time, who you are, what decision you took, that is where you are. If you have any doubt about ourselves, you can just go back and check who we are in that situation. That is the formula of our life, it is there. Mostly people we just get it from the great personalities who own in the life. No, it is not. Nowhere it is helpful. But when we go back and see there, that's where we are there, and we can easily find out from that personality. Now we can use, I think,
We also must like for the way you speak. And you speak so honestly, like you do not forget where you come from. I think why you are where you are today is because you haven't forgotten your roots. This is where I started, and that is a reminder to you to stay grounded. Yeah, at the inaugural of IFFI, when Mr. Vijay Sethupathi walked in, people were absolutely flabbergasted. They were like, ah, because everybody was in their designer wears and the best of attire. But here comes a man who is just his normal self, walks up, takes us with no noise, no an entourage around him, but he just collects, speaks 2 lines and he leaves. I think that keeps you grounded and that makes you very different from others.
Thank you so much. Because that day I was like an alien there. Because if I hate that word being humble. I'm not humble. Because that day my ass.
I'm
not humble. Everything is very expensive. But I'm not dressing up being like this. I was showing myself being like this. I just like this way. I'm comfortable with it. If I put that one, no, I don't know. It is like, I don't know. Maybe someday, I don't know. But that day I was very insecure when I was sitting there. Thanks for the word and thanks so much.
Vijay, நீங்க ஹீரோவா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும்போது your films have been super duper hits, and solely because they said there is Vijay Sethupathi, right from your very ஆரம்ப காலத்துல, whether it is இதுக்குதான் ஆசைப்பட்ட காலகுமார், or you talk about Sudukavam or Pizza, people have always looked up to you and said, what is Vijay Sethupathi going to present? Your films as heroes. But suddenly you do a film where you play a very, very menacing character called Bhavani.
There are a lot of villains here.
What made you take up? From villains they have become heroes. Whether it was Satyaraj sir or whether it was superstar Rajnikant, they played villains and then they become big heroes. But you did a reversal role. You were playing lead roles. You were playing super duper roles. But you agreed to do a film where you were at your terrible best.
Thank you so much.
How did you accept that role? Wasn't that challenging for you? Are you in a villain?